Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd. Welcome back to Fallout's Tale of Two Wastelands. Well, last time, we committed some priceless historical relics into a museum so that they might be kept safe for future generations. And as a rather convenient side effect, yes, I may have ended up with a very nice gun and a very nice hat, which may also be historical relics in a way, but if you think about it, what place could possibly be safer to preserve these important bits of history than on my person, given as I am the protagonist, okay? It's gonna work out just fine. And today, as I was hinting at the end of last episode, yes indeed, I can't help but notice this series is called The Tale of Two Wastelands, so okay, I have been having a think about this, and I think I may have just devised the greatest business scheme of all time. But before we get to that, it's time for an exciting episode of Let's Talk all about the genocides that John got wrong, because, okay, I probably knew this somewhere in the back of my brain, but, yes, the way that karma and murder works in Fallout 3 is truly slightly bizarre. You see, the way that crime and karma interact in Fallout 3 is wildly inconsistent. For example, Fallout 3 says that stealing is a crime. Okay, if you steal something, you lose a tiny amount of karma, because that was a bad thing to do. It doesn't matter what it's worth or who you're stealing it off, stealing is inherently a bad thing, therefore you lose some karma. Murder, however, is treated differently. And it kinda has to, because this is a post-apocalyptic wasteland with some really nasty evil people in it. From basic raiders who shoot you on sight, through to slavers, cannibals, all the rest of it. This creates a problem for the karma system, because if killing is inherently bad, then just for defending yourself on a day-to-day basis, you're going to be seen as an utter monster, which clearly isn't right. But if killing every single raider you come across is deemed morally good, you'll be viewed as a saint for the exact same reason. Neither feels appropriate, so Bethesda introduced a backup system tied to Fallout 3's largely invisible faction mechanic. This means that broadly, overall, killing a very evil person is morally good, killing everybody else is morally bad, if and only if those individuals are in a faction that Bethesda has tagged as, hey, murder matters for this faction. Which brings us to Arafu. You see, fun fact, as you can see, right now, Arafu does have this tag set. If you walk into Arafu and kill Evan King, it is morally bad. However, if you make an alliance between the family and Arafu, they get merged into a single faction. And that faction doesn't have the flag set, meaning it is morally bad to murder the people of Arafu when you first get there, but after they make friends with the vampires, it becomes okay. I assume because the people of Arafu get merged into the family faction, and it is okay to murder the family faction, presumably because the first time you're introduced to them, you're told, hey, they're cannibal raiders, you should go and murder them, so the game deliberately makes it okay to murder them in case that's the path you wish to go on. In conclusion, it becomes morally okay to murder Arafu because they decided to make friends with their nearest neighbours and come to a mutually beneficial, peaceful arrangement. The karma system is something of a mess, yes. Okay, back to Megaton because it's time to kick off my plan to become ludicrously, stupidly rich. And that plan begins with Moira Brown. Okay, Moira, let's get back to business. The Wasteland Survival Guide is back on.
The last chapter is a bit more esoteric. It's about the survival of humanity as a whole, and how to rebuild society. Deep stuff, huh? We need to know how large settlements are formed, how to harness the old technology, and I'll need you to get ancient history from a nearby library. We're in the last stretch now, so let's finish it up strong. What's first?
And on this occasion, yes indeed, the library. That's where we're kicking off today.
Books are where the old world kept its knowledge, and libraries are where it kept the books. And there's supposed to be one in Arlington. See if it's still there, and if you can download records from its computer. Information dumps like those would be invaluable for rebuilding humanity.
So there we go, nip round the corner to Arlington, and Arlington is pretty nearby actually, pretty easy to get to, especially as we've already been to Rivet City, and in fact actually to get to the final chapter, you have to have already gone to the Tepid Sewers or the Anchorage Memorial. So you're basically guaranteed to be most of the way there. In fact, you know what, by the looks of it, yeah, it's not going to be starting at Anchorage that makes sense. In fact, having been to Rivet City, and thanks to the fact that, yes, last week the slavers took out the nearby super mutants for me, it's definitely going to be easier to just pop some Radax and swim over to the library. Brilliant. Oh, and for extra double security, yeah, going west from Rivet City is extraordinarily safe, because if you are worried about the mutants or anything, there's a really, really good chance that a trader or two is going to spawn right next to Rivet City, and as soon as you go up to them, they're going to start making their journey westward, because they literally can't go anywhere else, so they have to travel on the road. In fact, you know what? I'd never actually followed the caravan this far before, but, yeah, I kind of just assumed they would find a way to follow the coast round, but no. Apparently the caravan setting off from Rivet City just go straight up via Project Purity, so as a result of that, they're going to take out every single mutant. Brilliant. Just make sure we get the first hit in, so we actually get, you know, a share of XP on this occasion. One mutant coming in this direction. Then just, there we go, some nice free XP. Hide behind the Brahmin if need be. Okay, so if you are in any way worried about these super mutants on the exterior of this area, just go to Rivet City, get the trader there moving, and he will just come this way and deal with the problem for you. Right, those lads get me safely to the river, may as well cross where it's nice and short, so I'm not taking too much in the way of rads. And yeah, while I'm passing by, no reason not to pop in, say hello to the citadel, make sure we've got that marked on the map. After all, this is a very safe bit of the world, thanks to snipers, Brotherhood Knights, all the rest of it. And do bear in mind, yes indeed, power armor is significantly tougher in this mod than it would be in the base game, because in the base game, yeah, power armor compared to, say, combat armor, it's only a handful more % off any damage that's incoming. But all of a sudden, when you're dealing with, yes, DT, just a handful of extra points makes all the difference in the world. And yeah, from there we're going straight to the library, so just bear round to the right in this direction. And yeah, we are going straight on in. Don't go round to the left. There is actually, yes, very nearby, a Talon Company camp, and those guys are nasty. We do not want trouble with them. We'll be back to, yes, fully explore this area at another time, but for the time being, just help myself to the lovely, beautiful tin cans, and don't say no to guns and bullets just hanging out in this here shelter. Lovely. Here we go, straight in and no problem whatsoever. So if you want to get to the library nice and easy, nice and quiet, that's how you do it.
Hold it. This area is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately.
Fun fact, by the way, it's very important you're polite to Scribe Yearling, because if you're not polite, she basically refuses to deal with you, and yes, you become a bit of a persona non grata here in the library, meaning the only way to complete the mission for Moira is either gun down the Brotherhood of Steel, or be very, very good at sneaking. So we don't want to be doing any of that, just be polite.
It seems that we have similar goals in mind. It's rare to meet someone who has proper priorities. I am Senior Scribe Yearling, Order of the Word. I have a proposal for you, if you're interested.
Oh, I most definitely am.
Good. My task here is to collect the written works of those who came before, in order to supplement the Brotherhood archives at the Citadel. Although most of the pre-war books have been destroyed, there are a few that have survived, but finding a book in these ruins is difficult. I could have 1,000,000 initiates to comb the ruins, and I'd still never come close to recovering every book that remains undamaged.
And here we go, another simple collection mission, same as the Sugar Bombs mission, or the Scrap Metal mission. There are just various people dotted around Fallout 3 who are looking for a particular miscellaneous item. In this case, it's pre-war books.
Return here with any books that you find in good condition. I will compensate you for every volume that you bring me. Think on it, and return when you have books to offer me.
So there we go, me and her are now good friends. But before we get into, yes, the question of pre-war books and whatnot, Yes, indeed. Let's make sure we've completed Moira's business. I need access to the library archives.
The front desk computer has access to the card catalogs, but it appears that it's lost the connection to the main archives. Here's the password. Now, you might be able to find the central computer further in there, but I'm afraid you'll have to do that without me. I'm a scholar, not a fighter.
So there we go. That's all we need to do part 1 of Moira's mission. So if you're not going for 100% completion, every bonus objective, etc., just go to Rivet City, get over to the library the way I just came, and you can complete step 1 right here without ever running into any trouble whatsoever. So, step 1, let's just create a nice, safe area to start working in, and oh my goodness. Giant piles of bent tin cans. I love giant piles of bent tin cans. But more importantly, yes indeed, the Brotherhood are gonna be helping me out against the various raiders, and power armor is bloody ridiculous, but I'll just be helping out too. No worries, you guys just hold still right up there. Lovely. Help myself to some lovely experience while we're passing by. But yeah, just look at the Brotherhood here. They are taking minimal damage from every single hit. Just the changeover to DT on power armor is catastrophically beneficial to every Brotherhood knight. Also, the fact that, yes, many of them now these days seem to have lovely plasma weaponry. So that's a nice little addition too. Okay, front room clear. We've now got a bit of space to work in, and okay, let's talk about the trade in pre-war books, because I saw a few people did already figure out what my scheme is, which is, okay, Fallout 3 is set in the capital Wastelands, where there were nukes. Like, so many nukes, everything was nuked, society's not looking so hot. As a result of that, the books generally aren't looking so good either. The vast majority of books you stumble across are scorched, burnt, etc. Basically, they cannot be read anymore, they have been lost to history. Books that have not been burnt are relatively uncommon. So there we go, right there, one pre-war book. Beautiful. Though there are not many of them. In fact, in this entire library, not just this room, literally every subsection of this library, there are 10 books. That's it, 10. That is all we get across the entire bloody library. Strangely though, yes, the Brotherhood don't care about skill books, which are clearly in much better condition and much more practically useful, but screw it, they don't want them, which is fine, because I do. So here we go, far side of the room from where I just was, and there's another one right there, and another one next to that, and I think that might be it. Let's just take that handful of books back to Yearling.
Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can.
So that is 10 XP and 100 caps for every pre-war book. Now, in Washington, D.C., there are not many pre-war books dotted about. As I say, in the entire library, only 10. But, what if there was, say, a different bit of America? A bit of America that hadn't been hit with nukes anywhere near as hard. A bit of America where the books were in much better shape, because guess how many pre-war books there are in Doc Mitchell's house alone, because it is more than 10 by a factor of multiple times, and that is literally the first room that you begin New Vegas in. So oh yeah, this is going to be the most incredible case of supply and demand in the history of business. Alright, over in New Vegas, you can just get pre-war books everywhere. But back over here in DC, they'll pay 100 caps a go for the bastards. So that is my plan. Still, while we're here, we're going to do Moira's business for her too. So, right, move over in this direction, back of the large library room. We're going into the media archive, obviously where we need to go to get access to the lost archives. And if we are very, very lucky indeed, here we go, just to stay out of the way of the rather creative traps. Don't worry about me, guys, there's... Okay, you guys are armed with, like, nothing, and oh, bloody hell. Oh, this gun. Oh, this flipping gun is made of love and wonder, and none of you brought guns to the fight, did you? So, okay, just one nice little shot in the head. Honestly, this is Okay, also there are grenades. People are also tossing in grenades. You guys aren't worthy of this gun, alright? This is a waste of this amazing, amazing gun. Okay, you know what? Railway rifle. Just a couple of spikes in the head. Well, hopefully, there you go. There's your head removed and nailed to a nearby step. Lovely. And then... she got an invisible baseball bat. I think I'm being attacked by a mime. And naturally, this being a library, we're swimming in skill books as well. So yeah, we got Big Book of Science downstairs. We got Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor right here on the top floor, straight on the right. After you reach this floor with the mines right here. Yeah, there are multiple skill books, many pre-war books. This place is just an absolute flipping treasure trove to explore. And the raiders really don't want you here. Alright, pitching machines, ambushes, all the rest of it. There is a lot to try and disincentivize you exploring. Ah, here we go. The Brotherhood finally caught up with me. They do eventually get round to joining up with you. Don't shoot them by mistake. That would be a problem. He is going to be taking out turrets and people and whatnot. Still, he's caught up with me now. No. Round the corner with you, please. Round the corner. There you go. You just push on and take out all these losers for me. Thank you very, very much indeed. Still, this is where you want to go. Just to keep going up inside the media archives, and eventually you'll make it to this room right here. And we've got a handful of idiots who need shooting yet. There you go. I see you over there. Not sure how good the hitboxes are going to be with the barbed wire. But we're going to... not very good, as it turns out. That's fine. That's all a-okay. They're now coming in this direction. And we know what people running in this direction means. Alright. It means I've now got a use for the mines that you idiots left scattered around your own base. So just pop a handful of mines down and wait for the giant kaboom. There we go. There was one giant kaboom. Come on, folks. I'm not done with you yet. We are not giving up before you have been... there we go. Just a handful more. I'd like you to explode, please. Exploded a little bit. Could have exploded a bit more, but that's fine. I'm just going to shoot cans in your head. There we go. Nice and staggered. And just love the rocket launcher. Right, in this final room here, another copy of Tumblers Today. You gotta love these guys, by the way. These guys are just brilliant. These raiders just squatting in a library. Brotherhood show up. They want to basically buy books at 100 caps a go. And what do the raiders do? They decide they're going to fight the Brotherhood rather than, you know, just sell the many, many books that they are sitting on top of and have no interest in. Bloody geniuses, this lot. And life just gets better and better. One tin can, one pre-war book, and one functional terminal right next to... what I assume, like, servers and or hard drives look like. Library archives transferred. Be flipping beautiful. But don't go back down the way you came. No. Take a right. We are instead, yes, going back in a bit of a triangular loop. We want to go into the library children's wing. Because this brings you way up top, which is just absolutely beautiful. Also, I think there's more Brotherhood and or turret fighting going on nearby. Because, yes, most definitely want to be coming in up top here. Because, one, you get yourself a giant pile of meds, which is lovely. Giant pile of ammunition and whatnot. One skill book, that is that the 5th skill book today? We are swimming in these bastards today. It's beautiful. And 3 pre-war books. 30 XP, 300 caps, right there. And that is just 3. New Vegas is full of shelves with nothing but pre-war books on it, alright? Literally hundreds of the bastards. So, oh yeah, that's the plan. And it is a damn good plan. Still, I see you guys down over there, and this seems like an excellent point to just toss some grenades in. Grenades might do the job very, very well indeed. Lovely. Assuming I don't hit the Brotherhood. I really hope I don't hit the Brotherhood, because clearly somebody is shooting these raiders with laser weaponry, which I'm going to assume is the Brotherhood's. For some reason, yeah, the Brotherhood just sort of teleport around the library and occasionally join up with you. And then just sort of disappear afterwards. It's all very peculiar. Right, couple more books grabbed on the way out from the ground floor of the children's wing, and that's us done with the library. And honestly, I probably missed a book or two. I didn't memorize the location of all 10, and obviously, you know, with this many books scattered around, and, you know, with physics being Bethesda physics, they could be anywhere. One of them could have gone into the sky, several of them could have fallen through the floor. It's hard to say whether you're going to get a full set or not. So, turn over what I did manage to find, and 500 caps, 50 XP, so okay, I've got like 8 out of the 10, I do not know which 2 I missed, but I did not get 100%. Oh, and hello, sexy. I just stepped out of the library and I can't help but notice in the distance over there, we've got a giant rad scorpion, and okay, that's a bit on the intimidating side, but I kinda need you to die, buddy, for the simple reason I picked up the schematics for a dart gun last week, and, oh blimey. We need to be crafting that, and to make that, I need the poison gland from a rad scorpion. Okay, buddy. How about you just walk in this direction over to me towards a giant pile of landmines? Because seriously, scorpions are no joke, and you haven't detected me yet. Okay, well, this is just embarrassing. Excuse me. Hi. I'd like to merge you. There we go. You just mosey over in this direction. We'll see what we can do to you, buddy. No, this way. This way, please. And it just walked into a completely unrelated mine. Okay, the rad scorpion is for some reason cheating on me. Alright, it just ran into somebody else's landmine instead. There we go, it's coming. Oh, bloody hell, now it's coming back. Now I put all my mines away, because I thought it didn't care about me. Now it's coming back, and seriously, what bloody route are you taking, buddy? Okay, just lay down some more mines. Lay down mines, there we go. Boom! And now up here. There we go, I'm kind of messing with his pathfinding, actually. Needing to come this way. Boom! There is one set of legs. That's gotta be another set of legs right there. Okay. I can just basically, yes, just break him by constantly going in this direction. But I'm feeling bad about that, so no. We're gonna do this. Can you not use stairs? Did I just never know? The rad scorpions don't know how to use stairs. This is all very peculiar. There we go. A lad goes down eventually, a 50 XP, and I'll be helping myself to, yes, the rad scorpion poison glands. Decent value anyway, to be honest. Okay, that just means I need now surgical tubing and 1 paint gun to form the, yes, basis of the weapon. So, okay, I tell you what, this bit of the world has served me well so far. There is, in fact, yes, a small building right here. Although, arguably, yes, the most interesting thing in this bit of the world isn't actually Alexandria Arms itself. It's a raider who lives just around the corner opposite the library, who is, for some reason, I don't really know why, to be honest, the most well-protected raider in the entirety of Fallout 3. She's got a lovely sniper spot right here. She'll see you coming nice and easy, just nailed me with a sniper rifle. I've already taken out a handful of landmines right here. And if you want to come and take her out, we've got ourselves tripwires that need to be taken care of right here. We've got ourselves bear traps right here as well. And we are not even close to done. Landmines that are hidden behind, yes, various boxes and cans and whatnot. We got ourselves more tripwires right here, attached to shotguns pointing at this area. We got ourselves even more cocky bear traps. There's just a raider here who has set up an impenetrable gauntlet of traps to protect her sniping spot, which is, I mean, to be honest, very admirable. And if you thought that was impressive, she's got a flipping laser turret here, so just, yeah, skim along here to skip all of that. Jump over here as well. She generally, yes, maintains her position in her little sniping hole over in that direction. Cut across here so that thing can't get to me. And then, yep, we got ourselves, yep, more traps, a pitching machine. One of those, you do not see them very often at all. Just pop round the corner. Hello over there, that's probably too close to you. Take you out. Yep, armed with a proper sniper rifle and everything. And if we get a good crit, we did not, but one more shot will take you out. Lovely. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your backstory is. You don't have a name, but you deserve one, damn it. Alright, this raider deserves to have a name and a personality, because she has set up a really bloody nice base of operations here. I mean, I guess we could reasonably assume from, yes, this setup right here, that she, like, makes drugs for the raiders, and as a result of that, she's ended up pretty bloody wealthy. But, okay, you know what? That's your backstory now. Your name is Tina, alright, and you used to be part of the raider gang that lived in the library. But unlike all those other idiots, you actually read the books and started figuring out how to make better drugs en masse. You started producing them, you started selling them to your raider friends, and then you were smart enough to see the Brotherhood was showing an interest in the library. And you said to them, guys, we should move to a safer location we can more easily defend. We're not going to be able to hold the library. And they said, no, it's fine. But she knew the writing was on the wall. So she started reading about trap making, alright? She found all sorts of practical books and she created this, her Doom Fortress, nearby to her old friends, keep an eye on them, sell them drugs because she still needs to make a living. And on the day when the Brotherhood came in, a single tear rolled down her cheek as she loaded her sniper rifle and prepared for one last stand against the Brotherhoods. Which never came because I killed her right now. I'm so sorry, Tina. I am so sorry. Okay, sorry, the point of that digression was I was supposed to be, yes, trying to find a, paint gun, which showed up a lot at random in random toolboxes, but then I got distracted by the epic and tragic tale of Tina. Sorry, my mistake. The Alexandria Arms itself, by the way, might just be, yes, the fanciest location that you almost certainly never knew existed in Fallout 3. And I don't blame you, because seriously, I'd forgive you if you didn't even bloody notice that there was a door there. And yeah, there's just a surprisingly large and fancy hotel. There were fountains in the reception area, which is very, very lovely indeed. And this location is pretty bloody big. Just head upstairs, you've got yourself a very large lounge with a bar right over here. Downstairs there is, yes, a lovely pool area, together with just some additional seating. Head even deeper in and yeah, you've just got rooms, like surprisingly spacious rooms actually. This was a generous hotel when it came to square footage. Every room has got its own separate bathroom, which is really nice. There's nothing in here aside from just a handful of raiders, but seriously, these guys picked a good base. Alright, everybody gets their own really, really large room with a personal ensuite bathroom. Beautiful. It's just one of those mysteriously huge locations that Fallout 3 just doesn't draw any attention to whatsoever. There's just a very large hotel right outside the library that no one ever tells you to go into. Still, the reason I decided to come, aside from the fact this hotel was blatantly moonlighting as a bent tin can factory, is yes indeed, there is a rather lovely storeroom at the back over here. Which is going to give me access to even more bloody tin cans, and I think we just, never mind, we just hit level 11. Hang about here, what do I need to get done today? You know what, let's get science up to a level where I can, yeah, very easily just slap on a lab coat, get up to 50. Very, very nice indeed. Everything else, yeah, keep putting it into guns, you're not going to go too far wrong with guns. Then again, actually, nice round number of 60. Okay, and survival, nice round 35. Brilliant. Here we go, as I was hoping for, one paint gun. Be flipping beautiful. Okay, this is embarrassing. They seem to have changed the recipe. Why would they have done that? I mean, I guess there are fewer rat scorpions in New Vegas, but not by a huge degree, to be honest. So, okay, apparently now it wants duct tape, not rat scorpion. Well, okay, bloody convenient coincidence, there is duct tape right here, so that's all A-okay. Also, I may have picked up slightly too many... Okay, I may have picked up too many tin cans. Don't forget to grab a copy of Guns and Bullets from the bar on the way out, and that's us pretty much done here. Lovely. Okay, back to Megaton, and yes indeed, the last ingredient, possibly a 5, not 100% sure... Just need to break into the clinic, because it's currently closed. And there we go. Surgical tubing, grab it, get straight back out again, and no problem whatsoever. You know, I really could have waited till morning, given I literally have to wait till morning for Moira anyway. So, okay, I just broke into the clinic for no reason. So, Moira, good news, I brought you an entire bloody library.
Oh, thank goodness it's safe. I'll make sure to tell people that they can find more information there. It'll become a holy place for the educated. Here's a book of mine and some caps for your research. Think of it as pay for a civilization worth of overdue books.
And there we flipping go at 250 caps and a line congressional style. Be a flipping beautiful. And, Moira, I've got bad news, which is, I'd like to take a break from the research. And when I say a break, could be a while before I get back here, actually. I'm going on a bit of a vacation, shall we say. But arguably, even more importantly, the dart gun, which, yes indeed, now needs duct tape, but not rad scorpion poison, despite it being like, you know, a poisoned gun, which is... Okay, that's just downright weird, because how is it breaking anybody's legs if there's no poison in it? But, yeah, seriously, there are rad scorpions all over New Vegas. I have no idea why that change was made, but fine, it needs duct tape, not rad scorpion poison these days. And there we go, the sexy beast herself, the dart gun. Okay, Niptoma grabbed some darts I was keeping some aside, and let's just temporarily step into, yes, a beautiful alternative universe where we just make sure this thing does what I want it to do. So, say hello to unnamed man number 007. As you can clearly see, he is in possession of legs. Working legs, to be specific. But what would happen if I shot him with a dart? Just put that in you. Then, no, I'm surrendering. I would like to surrender. Okay, everybody decides to forgive me. But more importantly, one shot, the legs are broken. So, okay. In fact, you know what? Because they forgave me immediately, I've decided that is going to be, yes, not in an alternative universe. That could just stand, because everyone was okay with me breaking this man's legs, as long as I, you know, put the gun away, and I was about to say said sorry. I didn't say sorry. I just broke his legs, and then pretended like nothing happened. Okay, it's time to make preparations for my holiday. Alright, we've got to travel light in order to get as many books back as possible. So, okay, what is and isn't coming with me? Right, dump the light guns, we don't need them. I think we could do without the combat shotgun, to be honest. Yeah, we could do without the 32 rifle, that's okay. A couple of mines would be good. Fire lance certainly gives me a bit of hitting power and it weighs almost nothing. Dart gun is spectacular for basically no weight. Can we do without the mesmetron, just for the time being? I feel like we don't necessarily need to, yes, be enslaving then again. Okay, you never know when you're going to feel like doing some enslaving. And it only weighs 2, we could keep it. And dump the shish kebab, but I could never leave behind the railway rifle or the rocket launcher. We're literally about to go on a railway journey. It would be remiss of me not to bring this old girl along for the ride. Right, dump some ammo, otherwise, yes, just make myself run a little bit lighter, down to 133. Not spectacular, but still, almost 100 books can come back with me. So, let's talk about New Vegas, because it is not necessarily the easiest thing to get there. Getting from Vegas back to Fallout 3, that's not too complicated, because the intended route is start in Fallout 3, go to New Vegas, meaning they kind of put a bit of a barrier in the way, which is a brand new dungeon, the train station itself. And to be honest, it's pretty bloody well hidden, so I had to look up where to go just to get myself kicked off. Though that is true. Okay, before we go on holiday...
The slaves keep rolling in. Keep this up and you're gonna be rich. Here's your caps and another collar.
I didn't have a collar on me. I couldn't do any enslaving for the simple reason, yeah, you've got to go and collect your pay to get another one. So, if you've got the mod installed and you want a nice easy path to get to New Vegas, here's how you do it. Start with the Museum of History, and don't forget, if you've not been there yet and you're a bit worried about super mutants, you can start at the Museum of Technology, which you almost certainly have been to, and just dive into the underground from there. Because if you just cut through the station and come out the other side, that will bring you right next to the Museum of History. And there we go, just straight out the other side, and we are right there by the Museum of History, though. Sounds like potentially the Brotherhood are doing something round here. All we want to do now is just take a left and head straight down in this direction. Depending on, yeah, your sneakiness levels, you may or may not get spotted as you go. if you feel like it, you could just burn a stealth boy to make the process nice and easy. On this occasion, I've drawn a little bit of attention from some bastards with laser rifles. So excuse me, please stop walking away from me. It's very, very rude, actually. You're a basic super mutant, so you'll go down no problemo whatso. Oh dear, this is... Okay, I'm under slightly more fire than I was anticipating. Just take you out, because you're the problem that's right next to me. Then just, here we go. This is where we want to get, right here. As soon as you see this building, you are now moving in the right direction, and moving away from any super mutant-related problems. There we go, the National Archives. Lovely. Okay, I think possibly the bus I was standing next to just exploded. You know what? I've decided this, in fact, is an excellent opportunity to use a stealth boy, yes. This way's definitely better. Okay, back to the archives. Much less shot on this occasion, but we are not going in. Instead, just loop round the outsides. Because a single stealth boy is just enough to get me all the way to the mall northeast, around the back of the National Archives, and this is where we're going. Now, in the base game, this is a completely unremarkable metro station. There is literally nothing here, in fact, but yes, the indication that possibly a Wastelander was trying to communicate with other people via the radio. Then maybe some raiders came in, set up a raider outpost because there's bloody skulls and whatnot, but then they themselves got murdered by ghouls, who are the current resident. The only reason you come in here at all is, just like we just did with Museum Station, you're cutting through. This basically acts as a transition zone between one DC bubble and another, leading out of the mall and into Pennsylvania Avenue, which is generally a bit of a war zone, as super mutants bloody everywhere, and we don't need this place today. Instead, we're going back down into the station, because this is how we get to New Vegas, and that is, quite frankly, mean. Because if you didn't look this up, I have no idea how you'd figure this out, because if you are familiar with this game, you know this station doesn't do anything. This station, in fact, is empty, the tunnels are collapsed, you can't get anywhere by going down onto the platform in this station. But in this mod, yes, you can. Here we go, this tunnel right here, which is supposed to be blocked up, isn't. Instead, we are now going to a brand new tiny DC bubble that purely exists to provide a way of travelling between the games. And yeah, just find your way to the nearest exit. If I've got my directions right, then this should be Columbus Circle, which does not exist in the base game, but it does exist right here. So, okay, Dead Raider, shan't say no to 2 bottle caps. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. And, okay, nice and calm, no problem whatsoever. Take a left, and that giant looming building in the distance, that's our destination. Right, take out a couple of mutants floating about. Just got to make sure we are, yes, nice and safe from anyone guarding the exterior. And, okay, we got more over there. Don't mind me, want to be a little bit nearer to you before we get into a firefight, if you'd be so kind. We're not going to be able to avoid a firefight inside. Actually, you know what? Enough stealth boys. In theory, I guess you could. It's just probably a bit of a waste of time. Right, super mutant number 2 gets canned. Be flipping beautiful. You guys got any friends or anything? Nope, seems all calm for the time being. In which case, welcome to Union Station. Okay, so, we got ourselves mutants. Very big, lovely train station, but, yes, slight mutant problems. So let's just take out them one by one. Basic mutants, a sneak attack crit will do the job. I suspect, however, there's gonna be more than just, oh dear. We've got snipers. Gotcha. Okay, wait for a good opportunity just to get some sneak attack crits from the doorway. That's going to do some good work right there. I say some good work. Okay, he's not dead, and now everyone knows where I am. Just wait for a good opportunity. Wait, am I actually... Can I actually shoot through this door? There we go. That's you dead at the bare minimum. Okay, possibly I may have taken a bit too much ammo out of my inventory in order to, yes, make this journey, because... Okay, well, someone's... Okay, someone's... Oh, bloody hell, is that a... That's a brute thought that might be worse than the brute. It's fine. We're all under control probably. Just toss tin cans at him and eventually he'll start staggering. It's going to be fine. There we go. One brute goes down, 50 XP, but there is... Okay, there's plenty more. I should have brought more cans. I also, yeah, put like half my cans away. And that's a rad roach. That's not as bad, actually. That's okay. Room cleared off of rad roaches, etc. Lovely new morning. We can now see what the hell's going on. And we have got ourselves a lovely train timetable, including... Oh, that's cute. Van Buren is on the list right there, though. Can't help but notice a slight lack of, yes, Vegas, or anywhere thereabouts. So, okay, we might need to make some changes or whatnot. This is all completely new to me, by the way. I looked up where this station was, that's it. The rest of it, I'm figuring out as I go. Okay, well this works as a starting point. Trains and tickets over in this direction, behind blast doors. Power must be restored before security barriers can be lifted. And we've got a mission. Beautiful. Turn reactor on, restore power to station. So okay, this is like the gatekeeper mission to stop any old character just running straight between the worlds. We need to, yes, pass this little test and any enemies they're in order to, yes, make our trip to New Vegas. Okay, looks like I need to get up top, but that is obviously up top. So, okay, looks like there was another stairwell right here. That's going to get me moving up in the world. Just be ready for... Yeah, okay. I'm guessing plenty more trouble just yet. Now, do you want me to be going up or down? And here we go. This brings me to Union Station up top. The same balcony I saw this guy on previously. So we've got something, but no power. Okay, I'm guessing we're going down into the basement. Typically, Fallout logic says generator in basement. We'll start there. Oh, yeah. This is more like it. This is generatory in this bit of the world, though. Also rather metro-y, which feels like I've taken a wrong turn, but I also don't know where else I'm supposed to be going. So, okay, keep on keeping on. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Aha, here we go. So on Apocalypse Day, some senators burst in. They were taken down to the Fallout shelter on the emergency reactor sublevel. Okay, keep going down. We'll get there eventually. Still, before we do, we can potentially recruit a tiny bit of assistance. Lovely. I did bring my lab coat with me, didn't I? I did as well. Perfect. Alright, buddy. You stick with me. We are going downwards because I'm guessing... Yes, anyone who's down in the Fallout shelter is either a storytelling skeleton or a ghoul. So, alright. Eyes open, we've probably got issues yet. I'm guessing these used to be the senators. They're not doing so. There we go. Don't mind me, buddy. Don't mind me. Let's just pop that head off, please. Oh, yeah, that's... John, you're still wearing the lab coat, aren't you? Remember to put the armor back on after you're done hacking. Dear oh flipping dear. Right, hopefully, yes, anyone else who's left might run into my... Good, I hear lasers. That's Jess, my robot friend is doing his job too. Brilliant. Okay, check reactor status. Complete and total gibberish. Great. Turn it on in that case. Reactor not primed. Okay. Prime it or obtain a reactor primer. Also, just start pushing buttons. Buttons are always good. Okay, that brings me downstairs via the entryway that just opened. Check reactor. Prime it, jury rig it with a repairer 50, or don't. Well, I can't do that, so okay, I need reactor priming something. So down over here we've got, hang about, reactor primer. Alright, keep on keeping on. Everything is going to be fine. You prime the reactor with the reactor primer. Get back upstairs. Okay, power has now been activated. Beautiful. Okay, I'm hearing noises and clicks, and generally this would appear to be good news. Flip the breaker switches. Oh, I know where those are. I saw them up on the balconies. Okay, so back up top to where we were just a second ago. Union Station. Just make sure no one else has respawned. Doesn't look like it. Brilliant. So, breaker number 1. Lovely. 1 out of 4. Still no sign of trouble. Okay, still no sign of trouble. Brilliant. Now, I know where number 2 is as well. Just drop down via that ledge. Yeah, there's some scaffolding over on this side. So, number 2 gets flicked on. On the other 2, yeah, the far side. Hang on, check the local map here. Yes, indeed. We've got... Oh. Okay, stairwell to there. Restaurant. Okay. Apparently, we've got a restaurant. Which may possibly, yes, now we're in super mutant territory, be a bit more of a ghoulish pun about what and or who may be on the menu. Oh, yeah, we've got potential trouble, but that's fine. Basic super mutants can't do much to me. He has just been blasted away. Keep your eyes open. We just need to get upstairs. We need to find, yeah, a little stairwell leading upstairs. Will be fine. Here we go. This'll do the job. Just keep on keeping on. Look for a way to get out onto the balcony. And nice and simple. Okay, I do appreciate that, yes, this area is actually very nice and short. It is not massively, you know, outstaying its welcome or anything. No one got any ridiculously over-the-top ideas about creating the grandest, biggest mega dungeon in all of Fallout history. It's just a nice little way to double-check that your character has at least some basic abilities before letting them change Wastelands. Okay, up the final stairwell, out onto the final balcony, and this should be your lot. So, okay, power has been restored, and we can now take a look-see at the train schedule on the big sign. So, okay, just head over in this direction. Ideally, don't get ambushed. 100 free XP, and by any chance, is one of these about to update to, like, New Vegas or Freeside or Prim or something of that nature? There we go, right up top. Union Pacific between Las Vegas and Washington, D.C. currently boarding. Brilliant. That's got rid of the blast doors. So, okay. Trains, tickets, though. Oh. Okay, there might be more yet. Maybe don't put the guns away just... Okay, it's just ghouls. Not a problem. We can deal with basic ghouls. Oh, and better, 1 train ticket to New Vegas. I'm guessing the entire system is completely automated, in fact. Okay. Very easy automated maintenance right here. May as well get you out into the world, buddy. Right, he's activating. If we're lucky, yes. He might open any doors I can't get open. So, tickets cost $100, or you can science hack the terminal. Not sure how much science, and I'm not sure when it says $100, like... Does that mean it only takes pre-war money? I don't know. The point is, I don't need to know, because I've already got a ticket. So, oh, there she is. There she flipping is. And that's the same asset that exists in New Vegas, isn't it? The train that you can find near Boulder City, which therefore it makes perfect sense would be running the service to New Vegas. Okay, very clever. And with that, we are ready to begin our journey, aside from, one slight twist that I neglected to mention till right now, which is, John, surely you, as a level 11 character, with Bloody Lincoln Repeater, one of the best guns in the game, you're just going to be able to swan through New Vegas, alright? The early game is going to be ridiculously easy. Surely this kind of breaks the balance of New Vegas entirely, and... that is indeed potentially true, which is why I went and installed one additional mod, which is, let's just say, going to keep things interesting. Still for the moment, in we go to the train, and... okay, we've got ourselves a train right here. Just need to figure out where the... there we go. Electrical switch, and... the music that's playing is, yes, the you're in the vehicle transition music from Fallout 2. Okay, that's a very sweet touch, given, yes, that's kind of the moving fast travel music. Lovely touch right there. So, alright, here we flippin' go. And it is indeed 3 years later, because New Vegas occurs 3 years later. So, unfortunately, the train may not have been going entirely as fast as we were hoping for.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Given everything I've done in Washington, D.C. over the last few weeks, I feel like Benny is 100% justified to take one look at me and put a bullet in my head. Alright, he is the damn hero of this story.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Indeed I can, because yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to formalise something I've been thinking about for a while, which is, I am not the Lone Wanderer. As someone suggested in the comments way back in part 1, my name should be Wander, and now it can be. And here we are in Good Springs, but okay, let's just say, on this occasion, Benny's done a fair whack more damage to me than you might reasonably expect, because I have been reset back down to level 1. Meaning accordingly, I've lost all my perks, though I do get to keep the ones I physically couldn't get back. So for example, say, the bobblehead perks, or the perk I got from the vampires. So I get to keep a few bits and pieces, but yes, it's not just level 1. This character might at this point be even weaker than useless Steve was back in the day, because Benny hasn't just reset me to level 1, oh no, he has left me with head trauma. Meaning for the time being, my health recovery, weapon spread, attack speed, reload speed, run speed, equip speed, AP recovery speed, basically bloody everything has been quite severely reduced. This is going to be severe for the first 5 levels, and then slowly fade away until we get to level 15, when I'm back to normal. But, to offset that, and because I'm literally redoing levels I've already done, Humbled means I'm getting a permanent 25% bonus experience for the rest of this run, so I can get back to where I was relatively quickly. But the greatest crime Benny has committed of all, of course, is he has robbed me. Benny has not just humbled me, Benny has stolen all my stuff, which conveniently is the name of the mod. So it does do what it says on the tin. Abraham Lincoln's hat has been stolen by Benny. Lincoln's gun has been stolen. Everything has been stolen. And I've been given a random selection of starting gear that happens to suit my special distribution that I brought in from Fallout 3. So basically, yes, I've reset to where I was way back in Vault 101. Except now I've got... Okay, Doc Mitchell just gave me some naughty nightwear. That's downright weird, Doc Mitchell. And here we go, because I've specialised in explosives a bit, I've got myself a handful of explosives to kick me off, together with a lovely time bomb and one pistol with... Okay, junk rounds. Brilliant. So it's going to take me a bit of time to recover, but you know what? That's okay. And the reason that's okay is, oh my goodness, a pre-war book, and oh my goodness, another pre-war book, and several more pre-war books, and a pre-war book, and 2 pre-war books, and there's a pre-war book on the top, and, oh yeah. It's going to take me a tiny bit of time to get myself re-established here in New Vegas, but when I do, oh, watch out, world. I am coming for your pre-war books. I am getting them back to Washington, D.C., and when I do, oh, bloody hell, I am going to be swimming in caps. So, I'd say, as we have literally changed game from Fallout 3 to New Vegas, that's enough for now. But next week, our New Vegas adventure begins, and as you probably would have guessed, I'm going to be showing off some weird, wonderful, and otherwise not very well-known stuff about New Vegas. So, hopefully, you join me next week for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rat scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet though, I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.